A very special celebration happening this weekend to honor some extraordinary Cincinnatians. And here to talk about the Men of Honor, a salute to African-American men, is Amy Hull, Director of Diversity and Inclusion with the Abercrombie Group. Thank you so much for coming in this morning.
You're welcome. I do want to say I'm actually with Paycor.
You're at Paycor.
So I'm the head of DE&I at Paycor.
My apologies.
No worries.
My
But
apologies.
we are premier presenting sponsors of the event that the Abercrombie Group is putting on.
Well, let's just start there then. Why is something like this so important to a company like Paycor?
So this event honors this year 5 African-American men in the community, who it's kind of, think of it like a Lifetime Achievement Award.
Sure.
Where they're getting honored for their achievements both at work, professionally and civically, in their work in the community. So for Paycor, as a prominent Cincinnati company,
they've got their names on a few buildings.
It's on a couple
here.
of buildings around.
Yeah.
It's really important for us to represent that, because it's not common that you see positive imagery around African American men in the community.
Now, you're not with the Abercrombie Group, but can you tell me a little bit about the group?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So run by a woman named Claudia Abercrombie. She has been putting this specific event on for 13 years. Well, this is the 13th year because we had to skip 2020.
Sure.
But
we all skipped a lot of things in 2020. Yeah, goodness.
But yeah, and she started in 2010. But she also does other events in the community for youth, for STEM, several different community events to honor.
Big heart.
Huge heart. Yeah. Wonderful person.
Why, and you touched on this a little bit already, but why is this kind of award so important in our community?
Yeah, it's, there's a lot of awards and honors for women of color or women in general. Think YWCA, Career Women of Achievement, for example. But again, for so long there have been so many negative images and commentary around Black men, African American men in the country, for that matter. And so this just highlights, it's an opportunity to highlight the amazing achievements. I mean, for example, we have the longest running tenured first African American coach for the Bengals getting an award.
Awesome.
The CEO, president of the National Underground Railroad Freedom Center, and on and on and on. And people who are unsung, that don't often get the highlight and get promoted out in the community.
And do you feel like it's not only a celebration of their achievements, but also sort of a guiding light about the possibilities in our community?
Absolutely.
Too? Yeah.
It's an example for our youth. It's an example for anyone really to be involved and really give back to the Cincinnati community.
Talk about the grants that they get and that they can do what with.
Yeah, so even better. The Seven Principles Foundation is actually sponsoring each awardee or honoree is going to receive $5,000 to give back to a charity or foundation of their choice that serves African American males. And so several of those organizations will also benefit during the event as well.
Now, I know if people want to be involved, you can give us not only the details, but an opportunity to still get tickets. Talk about that.
Yes, so the ticket link is live right now.
Right now?
All the way, I think, until 10:30, a little after the broadcast, but you go to the Abercrombie, that's with a U.
With a U,
Abercrombiegroup.com. You can get tickets. The event is amazing. I always say it's like the Golden Globes. Like there's a happy hour and then dinner. There's performances after every award is presented,
cool.
and then there's always a surprise guest. I always get excited. Last year it was Ruben Studdard. I don't know who it's going to be this year.
Like American Idol?
Yes, like American Idol Ruben Studdard. So I'm excited.
Good.
Yeah, that's pretty
really
good.
Cool.
And then always an after party.
Of course, gotta have the after party. Well, Amy, from Paycor, thank you for coming in. Sorry about the mistake there off the top.
No, it's fine.
Telling them about a wonderful night coming up this Saturday.
Really excited.
Awesome.
You can always find our stories here on YouTube, but go ahead and click subscribe to get notifications and stay in the know.